is already closed for this evening. Holy crap, y'all. Holy crap. You have homework, okay? If you guys have a channeled read from me, a channeled read from a shaman is not always, here's the exact story, okay? A channeled read from a shaman is usually images, it's usually colors, sounds, smells, etc. So you have homework with a channeled read, and that it's up to you to decipher what I give you. Color is important. Orientation is important. So if I say that you have a pink elephant, the color pink is one, elephant is another. If I say you have an upside down pyramid, that's important. So you look up what pyramids mean, and then it's the reverse meaning, just like it is with a tarot card. So, yeah. I already have 32 people on my list tonight, so I'm going to get through it as quickly as I can so you guys aren't waiting. If you guys have a reading, if you're on the list for tonight, just know that I am streaming live on YouTube, me and my crazy bangs. And that way, if you guys miss yours, you can always grab it on YouTube. Or if you don't catch all of it as I'm talking, you can get it on YouTube, okay? I do channeled reads every single Sunday. So if you didn't get on the list tonight, you can always get on the list for next Sunday, okay? So I may open up a few more. It just depends. Right now, I have 32 people on the list and there are 3 tickets pending. So that's a lot. You guys ready? I am going to get a drink first. Don't freak out, TikTok is fucking water. All right. I will be doing Norse reads this week. I mentioned that earlier and I forgot how much I love playing with my Norse cards. So I will have them out this week. We will do some Norse reads. But I will let you guys know you probably will not see me Friday or Saturday this week, as I will be working on the shop hardcore. Saturday we're moving furniture, all the big heavy shit. So, all right. Miss Amanda Gilbert, I have you first. You ready? So, Miss Amanda, the first thing I see with you is a bright blue bunny rabbit, but it's not a real bunny rabbit and it's not a stuffed bunny rabbit. I almost want to say that it's rubber. It's like a little figurine because I see it about this big. Both the ears are sticking straight up and it's like bright blue, like this color blue, like bright blue. But it's important that both its ears are up. And then there's a big pink blanket. Like, you know, the kind that's really, really soft. I'm trying to think, it's not cashmere or rabbit, but I mean, it's that material that's almost like super thick and super soft, okay? And then there is it's like a silver white star. And it's just like the ones with the 4 points. You know, when you see a star in space on one of the cameras and it looks like it's got the little things. And for some reason it sits way up here. So this would be the left corner, to me, sitting here, would be the northwest corner. So a silver star to the northwest. So the things you need to write down are blue rabbit. Like I said, the ears are important. They're both straight up. Pink blanket. And it's super thick and fuzzy. It's soft. And then silver star, northwest corner. And then you have the sun. Big, bright yellow sun. So I'm curious, Miss Amanda, if you're here, I keep seeing a lot of baby symbolatry there. So I don't know if you've got a new baby around you or what's going on, but like everything there was baby related. Does that make sense? Not saying you're going to have a baby. I'm just saying everything there was like baby related. So, thank you, Sass. Miss Valerie, I can't pronounce your last name, so I don't want to murderate it. S-A-K-A-I. Sakai? Saki? Sakai? I think it's Sakai. Am I right? Am I wrong? Okay, I'm not going to keep mutilating it. Miss Valerie. Oh, you're super connected. I barely even got my breath in and I started seeing. There we go. Every time I see that YouTube pauses, I will make sure I stop so you guys don't miss your reading, okay? And y'all, if you missed the first part of my Reiki session, that is a fly flying through here. I've just given him a name. His name is Chet. He's kind of an attention whore. Don't give him any attention. I figure it's funnier just to name the little bitches than to bitch about them, right? It's funnier. So, all right. Miss Valerie. So, that big, huge, beautiful purple satin. And then I see little specks of white on it, embroidered flowers. They're little bitty, so, and the way that they look, they're daisies, so white daisies. Everything is going in and on this purple satin. Because the next thing are pink rosebuds. And then there's a figure 8, and it's pink as well. And then there are purple, they're diamonds. Okay, purple diamonds. Like the shape. So everything going onto this cloth, it's all very textile feeling. It's all very, the word's right on the tip of my tongue. It's very royal feeling. It's very powerful. It's very feminine. So it's very beautiful. It's very beautiful. All right, Miss Jamie Buchan, you ready? So with you, the first thing I see is a big red bow. It was just like a bow like this, you know, like you tie your shoes with. And then it turned into one of the huge bows with all the loops everywhere like you get on a Christmas present. So a gift. So it was a red bow and then a gift. So there was a pine tree, but it was very flat, like on paper. Not a Christmas tree, but just a pine tree. Why do I keep seeing Christmas images with you? Because now I see snow. They're not all together. Why is Christmas important for you this year? It's more important than normal. So, Miss Jamie, I don't know why it's more important for you than normal this year, but make sure that you connect. Thank you for the gift, love. Make sure that you connect, okay? And I think you know exactly what that means. I feel like there's something else with Christmas, but I can't pull it, okay? But make sure you connect. Oh, there's a question. I felt like I needed to say that again because it's still sticking in my head. Connect. Make sure you connect. There it is. So there's a gold chain. Okay. It's like there's a gift waiting for you, but you have to connect to fully get all of it. And this is something very, very deep in there. Okay. Okay. I'm glad you guys are counting my yawns. All right. If my dog throws up on my bed while I'm reading, I mean, there's nothing I can do about it. Hey, get off the bed, sir. Gotta love it. That'd be Zeus. Yay, Zeus. Zeus and Chet. Miss Vola. Equilibria. Is that your name on TikTok, I assume? All right. Second again. All right. Hey, there you are, love. How are you? This is the weirdest thing, but if any of you here have synesthesia, you may understand exactly. when I took that breath in, I smelled this really interesting smell, and I can't place it. It's almost like a perfume, but it's not overpowering. It's just very light, like a musk and a flower equal musk and flower. But what's funny is as soon as I smelled it, I was like, oh, it's turquoise. And then I saw this big, long, beautiful stretch of turquoise, and it turned into water. It probably was, I'm going to say material, and it turned into water. So for those of you guys that don't know, I have synesthesia. I have multiple forms. Some letters have a smell to them. Some of them have a texture. Some of them have a taste. It's weird. But that was funny. So I'm like, oh, yay, I sound really crazy. Really crazy. That perfume smells turquoise. Yay. Welcome. Okay, so focus. So I was really excited to see the water. So when it went turquoise and then it turned into the water, it was like very calming and very beautiful. And then all of a sudden I see this, it's almost like hills come down like this, you know, into a point with a valley, but the water just drained right out the bottom. So here's what I'm going to say to this, because those are all interesting things. Something has super, super drained you from something. I'm sorry, love. Something has really drained you from something that you cared truly deeply about. It was a way of being. It was a way of life for you. I don't think this was just a hobby. I think this was something you were fully immersed in. And it's like it drained every bit of that from you. So you can no longer do it. But the thing is, for some reason, you just keep looking at the drain and you're not seeing it for what it actually is. The drain is actually this amazing, beautiful landscape of possibilities that are out in front of you now. All you keep seeing is the hole that the water went down. You don't see all of the possibilities. There are thousands of possibilities in front of you now. So take a pause and stop looking at just the hole where the water was drained and start looking at all of the amazing things that were left that are wide open for you now that the water is gone. Because the water was actually holding you back, not helping you move forward. And I just want to give you a huge hug. Because I know when that happens, when all of that stuff is drained, it's devastating for us. And then when we finally see what it opened us up to, it's almost like we kicked the shit out of ourselves over it. All right, Miss Donna, you're next. So the first thing I saw with you, Donna, is dice, but they're all white. There's no dots on them. They're all white dice. And I get a feeling that, you know that feeling when you know you're playing a rigged game, but every single thing that happens is rigged? There's no chance. Like everything is rigged. That's how these dice make me feel. And there's 3 dice. So it's like I just see them like this. They're not even being thrown or tossed or anything. They're just sitting there. So no matter what way you move forward with these dice, no matter which position you put them in, they're still going to be the same. What sucks is I don't know which way to tell you to go forward there. To keep rolling them or to walk away. Because I don't feel like either choice is right. It's almost like there's a choice in the middle that's hidden. So, there it is. So there's a deep royal blue elephant, and he sits over here to my left. The left is the more spiritual side. I know for y'all are like, that's your right. This is my left. Well, it doesn't help you or me because, okay, words. The blue elephant over here to the left. So you keep looking at things over here on the right when it's actually the left you need to be looking at. And looking over here at the elephant and looking over here at the left, you'll find that path. Because there's a middle ground between continuing with what you're doing and doing nothing. So. All right, Miss Rosie. I'm just going to call you Rosie. Rosie Rocio. Another yawn. So Rosie, the first thing I saw with you was a big piece of wood, and it's like drifting. Like I saw it really, really clear. It's like this huge, huge chunk of wood. It has a knot that comes out the side. And then it turned into this driftwood that's just being kind of pulled along the river. And I said pulled for a reason, because it's not, sometimes it's just calmly going, and the other times it's just literally pulled down the river. You have no control over this wood. You have no control over this driftwood. And so it's gone from this huge log down to this interesting, twisted piece of wood that's absolutely beautiful. I knew it was coming. Son of a bitch. So, what I'm going to say is, because that's the only thing I keep seeing, is the wood going down the water. Right now, you need to look back at every single place that you've been, everything you've been through, all of the things that have brought you to this moment right here, right now, listening to me. For some reason, you feel like you need to, because you still are that big, huge straight log with the one little knot on it. But the thing is, you're not. You haven't been that person in a very long time. So you are now really this amazing, beautiful piece of driftwood that's twisted and curved and worn and shiny and polished. So stop worrying about that log that was back there, because you're no longer that. You're this amazingly strong, beautiful, shining piece of wood that can't be. Stop beating yourself up for not being that big piece of wood. Hell, what the hell, y'all? I haven't slept in this morning. All right, Miss Felicia Dawn. So the first thing I see is a deer. More specifically, a baby. And then it's like in a clearing. And as soon as I see the deer in the clearing, it gets really dark all around. Really, really dark all around. Then I see, like, I don't know what they're called, but some of the priests wear them, the long vestments, the collar part that comes way down like this, and they're purple. And I see the only reason I know the name of these is because I learned it the other day. But you know, in Japan, they have the gates to the temples that are really tall and ornate on the top. They're usually red. They're called torii gates. And then I just see the color gold. And then the color white. So I skipped Karen Wood. I don't know why. That was for Felicia Dawn. So now let me do Karen. Karen's like, wait, what? I got you, Karen. Just for some reason, my brain went, all right. Did the music go off? No? Okay. Weird. All right. Just got really, really quiet in here. Did y'all hear that? I was like, okay. All right, Miss Karen, you ready? I'm so sorry, Miss Angel. All right. So, Miss Karen, the first thing I see is a box. But it's just like the outline. And up here where the box meets on the top, you know, where the lid would normally do this, it's like it's slanted a little bit. It's open a little bit. And then there's like bright pink, like magenta. Ooh, your brain is overthinking. It's been let out of the box, hasn't it? Because as soon as I mentioned the opening, it's like it was like color, 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 color. I'm like, woo, okay, hang on. So it was magenta, and then turquoise, and then white, and then yellow, and then like baby pink. You have way too much on your mind, sweetheart. Because like when I see the box, if I lift the lid like this just a little tiny bit, it's like whoosh, the floodgates are open, and then if I close it, they stop. So you've got to figure out a way to start unpacking things out of the box and working through them without them overwhelming you. So I have a feeling some of this is your gifts as well doing this, because that's what tends to happen. What I would recommend, so when this happens, and this is for any of you guys, okay? When this happens, it also tells me that you're probably not sleeping very well. Selenite around your bed will help you tremendously, trust me. One piece around each of the sides. Something protective underneath the middle. Something black. I have black tourmaline and onyx under mine. That will help clear things out while you're sleeping. Okay? Will give you a safe space while you're sleeping. Miss Karen, there's going to be... Knew that was coming. I was even trying to take more breaths because I get to talking and I forget to breathe. With these gifts popping up, it's almost like the gifts and your brain are clashing, because you're already an overthinker and you already have so much in there. You're a very intelligent person. You just push it all in this box so you don't drive yourself nuts. So it's clashing with your gifts because your gifts are wanting you to pee. You're going to have to just barely crack the box tiny, tiny bits. Thank you, sweet pea. You're just going to have to barely, you know what I mean? Let it out a little bit, bam. Let it out a little bit, bam. But don't shut it off for long periods of time. I would highly recommend using your voice recorder on your phone and opening the gate for just a minute, letting it blah, 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 and then shut it. You know what I mean? Say everything that comes to your mind and then go through that voice recording and unpack it. Because I think what it is that you've been getting so many downloads and they're packed in this box, and it's to the point they're going to bust the box. So you've got to start getting the downloads out. Does that make sense, Miss Karen? So that's a lot in there, girl. All right, Miss Denise, you ready? To get my ass in gear. You always write it. Try your voice recorder and then go back and write it, because I would bet you're probably missing things. I've gotten to where I have to use my voice recorder anymore. I always think, I'm like, I'm going to remember it. I'm not going to remember it. I never remember it. Y'all are so sweet. Thank you. All right, Miss Denise. So the first thing I see with you is a Roadrunner. And then a big white feather. And it's pointing that way to the right. So my right is the east. Then you have the moon. And then you have fresh grass. And then you have a spiral. So, yeah, that's Chet. That fly, his name is Chet. He's a little attention whore. He's a little bitch. Y'all can laugh. It's funny. I've just gotten to where I just do that. I just name them at this point. I don't know where he came from. I don't know where he came from. I don't have a compost heap outside. I don't have trash outside. I don't have trash in here. I don't have any reason why there would be flying. But I had my door open a lot earlier because I was pouring resin, and Chet decided to make his entry into my life. So that would be Chet. Miss Courtney Whitten, are you ready? And TikTok, I mean, YouTube went out, boa constrictor, but it's bright green, okay? Friggin' Chet. See? It's funny. Okay. Focus. Chet's taking all my glory. You have a big green boa constrictor. And then a lamb. Like, and what's funny is this is like a, oh, no, it's a sheep. It's like a cartoon sheep because it's big. Like, you can actually see the big fluffs on it. It's bright white with the legs. With the black legs. And then labradorite. And then sodalite. And then there's a leaf. And it's pointing downward. It's like big and comes down like this. Just one. So that looks like a rose. Like a leaf on a rose. It's just like that. You know what I mean? So I'm going to say rose. Yeah, I got my big green Medusa sweatpants on tonight. That was some very specific things there, Miss Courtney. All right, Miss Elizabeth Rhodes, you ready? Don't feed the trolls, guys. Just let my mods get them. There's too much hate going on. Too much divisiveness right now. Thank you, love. Because, yeah, too much. All right, Miss Elizabeth. So, ooh, the first thing I see with you is a big pink heart. And then all of a sudden, all these little bitty hearts around it. And then I see here the word teacher. So I don't know if you are a teacher or if you're thinking about teaching something, but yes, the answer is yes. You already know your path, just for some reason you're afraid to step on it. I don't know why, girl. And I see all these white things like this. They're coming up out of a jar. I thought they were pencils at first because it's literally a mason jar, but they're white sticks that are coming up everywhere, and they're long white. They almost look like lights coming out, but most of them go this way. It's almost like you know how to collect people's light to show them how beautiful it is. Love, I don't know if you're here. I don't know if you're here, Miss Elizabeth, but whatever it is you're considering teaching or learning to teach, you need to do it. Like, you need to absolutely do it. It's your calling, sweet pea, okay? Yeah, I have a lot of impersonators, unfortunately. It's not just me. It's not just me. There are a lot of creators on TikTok that people have, they're impersonating us, and because we can't get verified on TikTok or whatever, there's not really anything we can do about it except for keep reporting and blocking them. So just know that I personally will never reach out to you guys for a reading. Okay, I don't even have time to talk to myself most of the time. So yeah. Yeah. And we've even had a few come in here in the live. That was awesome. I'm so cool. I can be in two places at once. So yeah, please, please, please feel free to fuck with them all you would like. You have my permission. So, oh, it's Nick Page. You ready, Nick Page? I just fucking love your name. It's just like some heroine in a movie or like some badass in Pulp Fiction or something. Nikki Page. All right, here we go, Nikki Page. Two things overlapping at the same time. The first one, bright purple tulip, and then there's a yellow Camaro behind it, but this is like an older, like late 60s Camaro. And then the color orange. And then for some reason I'm seeing it's like these old I think they're from the 70s or 80s, but they were the furniture that had the wooden arms, and then they had like this velvet feeling, velour feeling material, and these are like this golden copper color, and they have flowers on them. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. Um, it's kind of funny. But like I just see the love seat, the two one. And it's like I love and hate this furniture at the same time. So like you hated it as a kid, you hated it then, but now you wish you could go sit back on it. So, yeah. Yeah, that furniture, I think most people remember that from that time period. And usually it was like your grandparents or maybe you had it or whatever, and yeah. I love that a lot of you guys like, I remember this furniture. All right, Miss Nikki Page. Yours ended with the couch. So if you don't recognize the couch, I would say you need to get you a vintage couch and go and take a nap. Well, don't take a nap on those. You could never sleep on those bitches. So just sit. Just sit. All right, LaGayla. You ready? It's funny, the first thing I see with you is bubblegum. Like a square, the Hubba Bubba bubblegum square. And it's perfect, like perfect, pristine square shape. I just keep seeing it. Like, I'm like, okay, I've described it. I don't know what else I'm supposed to describe. And then I see the color green, like a deep emerald green. And then there's a black. I'm trying to see what kind of truck it is. It's just a single cab, big notch tires. So what's funny is I don't feel like this is your truck. I feel like it's a truck that you're going to see at an important moment. And I actually feel like it's going to be during a movie or a TV show because I see it up like this on a screen. Could be on a billboard. And then I see the color red, and then I see a drum. And then I see a fish. And this fish is actually a bass, like more specifically a bass. So if I give you, if you guys are getting a reading from me, like I said, these readings have, get off me. These readings have homework. Like you have to decipher them because there's going to be things in y'all's reading that I tell you guys that they're not going to make any sense to me. They're going to make any sense to people listening. But maybe when I say them to you, you go, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And every single thing means something to you. So I've had to learn to push myself to just say what I'm seeing. So, all right, Miss Deborah Westwood, ready? So the first thing I saw with you was a cowboy hat and then like crossed pistols like this. You know what I'm talking about? They're silver. They actually look plastic, which makes me think that they're toys. I feel like this is a costume. Because I see the hat and then I see those and then I see like, you know, the thing with the bullets in it, but they're all plastic. And then I see it's I equate it to New Mexico, but it's like the painted desert almost, like that area, the desert. And it's beautiful. but it's the desert. Just say that it's a desert. And then there's tumbleweed. And then a bluebird. And then a fence. But what's funny is it's just two little sections. It's a wooden fence. You know, where it's like 2 posts and then 2 posts. It's just 2 sections of it. You're holding yourself back from the sunset. All you gotta do is walk around the fence. Like, you don't even have to climb over the fence. Literally just walk around it. So you're letting this little tiny, tiny piece of fence hold you back. That's some interesting imagery there. Do you like old school Western movies? Or Western movies in general, I guess? Because some of that imagery could have been from now. All right, Miss Rebecca Sneed, you ready? Woo! Okay, this is really fast. So, brown snake, scarab, beetle, and the beetle's green, so bright green. So brown snake, scarab, green beetle, bullfrog, ice, and then just the color white. Dang, Rebecca, you are to the point, aren't you? You're like, give me my shit. I'm not going to lie. I actually like readings like that where it's straight and to the point. It's almost like I can pull your energy and it's like, but at the same time, I'm like, whoa, 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 hang on. Like I have to get it really, really carefully there. This is also why I put these on YouTube, because a lot of the times, guys, I don't remember what I said to you after I'm done, especially when they're really fast. And so that way you guys have them on YouTube in case I can't repeat. You know what I mean? So for those of you guys that have readings tonight, they are being streamed live on YouTube right now. And I am watching, so if YouTube goes out, I pause for a minute. So yeah. All right. Miss Tiffany Laprade. So I see a beautiful royal purple square. And then there's a yellow square in the middle. You're a very, very visual person, aren't you? It's just these bright colors, because the next one is this beautiful bright green. They all feel like satin too. But then there's a circus tent, red and white striped circus tent. And there's no door. It's like I keep moving around it and there's no door. So let me just say this. I don't know what the circus tent represents for you, or why you're trying to poke and go inside, but you don't need to go in there. You don't need to go in there. It's not for you. You don't need to go in there. Okay? You don't need to go in there. Not right now, at least. You don't need to go in there. I feel like I just need to keep repeating that. You don't need to go in there. So, whatever that is, Tiffany, you don't need to be in there. Okay? So don't push trying to get in there right now. All right, Miss Star Stevenson. Ooh, the first thing I see with you is a trumpet. And then a violin. And then a pencil. And then a ruler. And then a compass. And then it's funny, I saw like military imagery. So like, you know, I can't think of what it's called. Army hat. It's not, it's just like the BDU hat, just a normal hat. And then I saw like a flagpole with a flag being raised and somebody saluting it. So I don't know who that is to you. They're really young, but I also feel like this was probably back in the 80s or 90s. So I feel like that's a hello from somebody, but I don't, they just want to show me that right there. So hopefully that helps you. So for those of you guys that are asking about how to know what these mean, here's what you do. When I give you your items or your colors or whatever, go on Google, type these things in. And if you guys ever need to know the spiritual meaning of something, this is exactly what you type in. Thank you, Miss Amber. This is exactly what we type in, okay? Spiritual meaning of, and then put whatever it is. Spiritual meaning of blue. Spiritual meaning of rice. Spiritual meaning of bullfrog. And it will give you, it will pull up several different things. That's how you look those things up. You can put blah, 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 spiritual meaning, but for some reason, Google works so much better when you put spiritual meaning of this. And if you're still having problems pulling it up, put it in quotations. Quote, spiritual meaning of bullfrog, end quote. It will only pull up that, okay? But that will help you guys look up anything from here on out. All right, Miss Ashley, you ready? So the first thing I see with you is a bed. Big, fluffy, white comforter. Dark, dark brown wood headboard. It's like I want to go get in the bed, but I can't. So I feel like you want to go to sleep, but you can't. Something's keeping you from resting all the way. Okay, so Miss Ashley, if you're here or you're watching, I'm curious because the next thing I saw was a robed figure. And to me, these images indicate that there's something keeping you from fully sleeping. Like, I'm curious if you're having nightmares. I'm curious if you're having sleep paralysis. And I'm curious if you're having issues with, these aren't quite nightmares because you kind of see them out of the corner of your eye when you're awake. It's almost like shadow people, but not, because they watch you, and as soon as you acknowledge them, they're like, oh shit. So when you watch this, if you have these issues, please feel free to message the site, okay? And let me know, because the images I'm seeing are indicative of that. There is something in your room, though, that keeps that shadow, that hooded figure outside the bedroom door. Because I see it outside the door. It doesn't come in. But it still affects you when you sleep. You know? So. It's funny. As soon as I said that, then I see this patch of grass between the doorway and the bed where I'm at the bed sitting. And the grass just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Yeah, Miss Ashley, when you see this, please message me. Please message me. You have a very, very powerful gift. So I know you guys are like, oh, that's creepy. Oh, that's creepy. It is and it's not. I've dealt with things like this for a very long time, with sleep paralysis, with all of those things. I've been dealing with it for a long time. There are so many things you can do to get rid of these things. Yeah, there's so many things. So don't stress about it. Does that make sense? Hey, is that you there, Miss Ashley? Did you hear what I was saying? I saw you go, oh, I'm here. Gives me time to get a drink. So there is a link on my Linktree, love, for the music playing in the background. Or you guys can go to Viking Warrior Official, the music on TikTok. Viking Music Official on TikTok. There we go. Oh, you're fine. You're fine, love. What I was asking is if you have sleep paralysis, if you're having really bad nightmares, if it's where you just can't fully get into REM sleep, what is it going on? But yeah, go back and watch that, because I'm curious about those images and stuff like that I saw. So yeah, some good crystals help people sleep. REM sleep has been missing for you forever. Okay. Yeah, go watch that real quick, and then yeah, because I feel like seeing those images, you have like a really, really intense gift. So the things that are in the astral realm, when you guys travel, when you sleep, awesome. Yay. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you have you have a black horse on the way. the things there play like a fucked up version of Monsters Inc. in that they siphon off some of the gifts. They siphon off fear, for lack of a better term. I mean, it's kind of a pain in the ass. I need to do some videos on it. I need to do some videos on it because it's becoming a thing again. It goes in cycles, and right now the veil's kind of thin because it's almost sawing. So, okay, I gotta get my ass back in gear. All right, Jeff Harris, you ready? I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. You know how you can feel the sneeze like right here? I feel it. And now that I've acknowledged it, I'm probably not gonna sneeze. We're gonna blame it on Chet. Chet's fault. Damn, Chet. All right. Yeah. Watch that and then shoot me a message, girl, okay? All right. Here we go, Jeff. So the first thing I see with you is a yellow ring. Not a ring, just a circle, but it's laying flat like this, and it's a tube. It's a yellow ring, okay? You're welcome, sweet pea. I know, right, Chet? Fucking Chet. It's funny. I keep seeing the ring right about here in my vision. It's almost like it's almost too high for me to see it, but it's right there. And then there's a little lamp, like you'd see a genie in, like you rub the magic lamp, little brass lamp with the spigot that comes out like that. And then there's a van, like an old 1980s van. It's red with the bubble window. And then it's just empty. It's like I thought it was a box at first, but it's just empty. Something's empty, completely empty. So empty that there's not even a holder for it being empty. It's almost like there's a phantom box here. I don't know. It's the weirdest thing. It's like I feel like there's a box there, but it's so empty the box isn't there. Does that make it's so weird? So weird, but I hope that makes sense to you. And then I see a red, like a bounce ball, like a kid's ball, about like this big, and it's got a yellow stripe around it. And I see a denim work shirt. Okay. It's interesting. So I saw somebody ask why we needed an address for the coven. So we have members all over the world, all over the US, and a lot of people want to meet people in their area. So you guys have brothers and sisters and your spiritual path that are there close if you need something. And also we use it to help. We want somebody that can teach you and help you that's in your area. So yeah, that's why. We actually, SAS has been putting together this map of the world that plots out where everybody is. It also plots out with colors and stuff, like how long they've been practicing, everything. It's fucking fantastic. It's fucking fantastic. All right, Tara, you ready? Tara, the first thing I saw with you is like, you know, I almost said Halloween. At Valentine's Day. Oh, is that like 9? I think that was like 6. But I saw a red box of chocolates, like a big, thick, huge red heart with the chocolates. That was funny. So inside, there's only 2 chocolates left. And it's like you're holding on to those 2 chocolates with every single bit of you. Like you're going to keep them forever. But here's the thing, love. Nothing lasts forever. And you need to enjoy those chocolates now. Don't let them go bad. Don't let them go to waste. Enjoy them now. And then I see this beautiful plate, and it's like the white china with the little beautiful blue ornate flowers and stuff on it. And then I see it up in a china hutch. And then there's a gold tray. A big gold tray. And it's like everything is going into the gold tray, but not coming out. All right. Kim Garcia, you ready? All right. So the first thing I see with you, Miss Kim, is this beautiful swatch of lavender. And then I see a white collar. So it's almost like a bow tie, like when you're learning to tie a bow tie and it comes around your neck and it just sits. You know, like one piece comes like this and one's like that, and you're about to learn to tie it. It's satin. This white, it's a white necklace. It's satin. So this thing right here is like, it's a piece of oak, but at this, so I see the raw piece of oak, and at the same time I see this beautiful, I'm gonna say it's a dresser because it's got a big mirror on it, vanity maybe, but it's like I see the oak and I see the dresser at the same time, and it's beautiful and ornate, and they're like superimposed one on the other. So it's like being able to see the beginning and the end at the same time. And then I see a bowl of pearls. Not a strand, but a bowl. Silver bowl. And it's funny, I don't feel like those pearls have to be on a necklace. I feel like they're beautiful and perfect just the way they are on the bowl. So there's some interesting things that you know, Miss Kim, that you've been considering putting out for other people, like teaching other people or something like that. But right now, they're content in the bowl. Leave them in the bowl because people are not ready for this yet. Does that make sense? People are not ready for this yet. They're not ready for those pearls yet. Because it's like these pearls are humongous. They're not ready for the weight of them yet. I kind of feel that on a deep level. On a deep level. So, that being said, just so you guys know, I'm about to start putting out. I have all kinds of interesting AI things on my phone now. And I'm going to start using AI to put out videos of some of my shamanic travelings because that AI is creepily cool. I'm just saying. Creepily cool. All right, Miss Dana Chavez. So with you, there's a peacock. And then a silver elk. Like metal. And then bronze. And then the bronze turned from just a lump of bronze to like the statue of a man. But all I can see is the chest. Like there's no arms and there's no head. It's just the chest. And then there is a silver sword. And then there's a wooden shield. But what's funny, as soon as I see the wooden shield, it turns into metal. It's like as soon as I acknowledged that it was wood, it went. So it's like you're preparing for battle, but the thing is you're already protected. All right, Miss Tanya. Tanya Sabalos. So with you, I see three balls, and they sit like this, okay? This one's green, this one's white, and this one's yellow. So it's like the yellow one is right here, green, and the white. They look like pool balls. You know what I mean? Like cue balls. And it's like, it's funny. I saw somebody come down and pick one up, but it's like they keep trying to pick one up and they can't. It's like they keep trying to take one of them from you, but every time they get down there, it's like their hand goes right through it and they can't take it. And then I see a spider. Just a spider. That's all you gotta look up. And then there's a wrapped piece of candy. It's like bright gold. Like I would say it's probably like a caramel, but it's just a piece of candy. And then there's a red rose. And then there is a lily of the valley. And then a snapdragon. So, Cammy husband, you ready? So Cammy, with you right off the bat, this is funny because as soon as I saw it, like I grinned because it's like I feel like this has to be a memory, but it's like there's this glass pitcher of tea with a couple of sliced lemons floating in it, and it's like I can either see it, it's either sun tea or something, but it's like up in a window, up on a counter by a window. It's like I can see the sun shining through it, and it makes me feel so happy just to see it there. So I don't know if this is something that you equate with somebody or this is somebody saying hi to you, but it's really, really warm and fuzzy feeling. And now I want tea with lemon. Sun tea with lemon. And then there is like these. Okay, I keep seeing this. It's like it's on a counter. So there's a sink right here. There's a window, and I can't tell what color the curtains are. I want to say they're either white with light blue on them, like light blue checks, or they're really pale blue. I don't know, but I keep seeing the sun like this, and there are big old, huge, tall trees out here. And then here is the pitcher sitting on the counter. I want to say the counter is light blue as well, but I'm maybe just gray. Anyway, I had to describe it all. It wasn't going to go away till I described it because I was like, all right, need the other thing. Okay, so there we go. Now there are little pink flowers everywhere. Like they almost look like paper, but they're pink with yellow in the middle. And then I see daisies. And then I see pink roses. And then I see yellow roses. And then there are violets. I can't think of the name of this other flower. I'm going to call it a lily because it has pointed. It's not a tulip. I'm going to say it's a lily, purple lily. So. Okay, baby, thank you. All right, Miss Gloria, you ready? Oh, good. We'll get all of the things for the Black Lotus sent out this week, guys. All right. So, Miss Gloria, how are you, by the way, Miss Gloria? I haven't seen your name in a while. All right. The first thing I saw for you was a big old chunk of tire's eye. Then obsidian. Then selenite and quartz, like at the same time. And it's funny. It's like I see all of these things, and then I saw this wooden tray come down and kind of scoop them up. Like ground them all. I feel like this is a person that kind of came in and is grounding you. But I knew that was coming. You're missing a stone. It's like you're missing a stone. There's like a blue stone that has fallen off and it's not up on the board yet. For some reason, you don't trust enough to pull all your stones up on the board. But you need to. You need to. but it's like this little tiny blue stone down here. I don't know if it's a piece of lapis. All I can tell is it's blue. I would bet probably lapis just from the color of it. But what I would say is you need to trust enough to put that stone up on the board as well. So. Hey, Miss Brienne. So I'm curious, Miss Gloria. Words. Miss Gloria. I'm curious how attached you have gotten to some of your spiritual tools like that. Oh, really? I saw you at the pink dress with daisies and you found a picture. Oh my God, I like it when that happens. It's just interesting that I saw mainly stones with you. So I'd be curious to know what each one of those means and why you can't put that lapis up there. So here's who I've got left, guys. I have Teresa Dewsbury, Megan Strong, Kathy Mazzell, Chelsea Smart, Brittany Budovich, Jeffrey Dillard, Jen Keller, and then Amelia Jansen. And let me refresh just to make sure I got everybody. But I've got Teresa Dewsbury next. Dewsbury. Excuse me. Oh, gotcha. I'm trying to get through them as fast as I can because I got to get my ass up early in the morning too. But at the same time, I don't want to short anybody. Yep, that's my list. Okay. All right. Shaka, are you Jeff? All right, Miss Teresa, you ready? You have to let go. Gotcha. All right. All right, Miss Teresa. Why do I have a terrible headache right here when I started focusing on your energy? You have a sinus infection? You have something going on with your sinuses? That was like super weird because as soon as I acknowledged it, it went away. But it's like almost somebody was just driving a fucking spike right through there, girl. I'm sorry, honey. I have migraines. I know what the fuck that feels like. Like, that's not a fun feeling. So, I'm waiting for Teresa's answer there. Oh, you've got a toothache. Okay. Is it right there? Because, I mean, I literally feel it like this, like straight up through my eyeball. I'm so sorry, girly. Oh, I'm so sorry. All right. So with you, there's a red and white checkered cloth. It's a picnic blanket. Okay. It's funny. As soon as I saw the cloth and then it turned into a picnic blanket, it's like I'm sitting in the grass under this one huge tall tree. It's almost like this is a happy place because it's very peaceful. There's nobody else around. I'm curious why I'm seeing this because it's almost like this is a dream version of a happy place. Does that make sense? A dream version of a happy place? I feel like there should be somebody else there you're waiting for and they haven't shown up yet. I keep seeing it. Like it won't stop. I just keep seeing it. Does this make sense to you? It's almost like everything here is peaceful and calm and happy and relaxing, and I'm waiting, and I'm trying to keep waiting. And I know that they're coming, and I know that they should be there, but for some reason, they're not there. So it's funny. As soon as I said, "Does this make sense to you?" and I started talking about that, then I saw the color purple, just like a deep purple. And then baby blue. Okay, there we go. And the old gods love you as well, sugar. That's it. I got the baby blue, and then that was it. I saw Chet over there is about to come and jump on my hand, little bastard. He flew the other way instead. Fucking Chet. Fucking Chet. That one was a little sad feeling. Like, it was really happy, and then all of a sudden it was like, I'm waiting and waiting and waiting for this person. I'll send Chet to you, Teresa. See, look. Little bastards into everything. I shouldn't laugh about that. That's not funny. Because he'll probably bug me when I'm sleeping. He's got to leave. He's got to go home. Chet, you need to go home. Okay. Miss Megan Strong, are you ready? Ready, Miss Megan? So the first thing I see with you, Megan, is red. Bright, bright red. Look, see, I talked about him, and now he's going to be up in the camera. He thinks that's his invitation. Fucking Chet. All right. I feel like that's going to be a joke now. Fucking Chet. Okay. Bright, bright red square. Then there's a yellow circle, then a green square. You keep getting this stop, go, stop, go, stop, go, stop, go, stop, go. Then there's the color white. You're you need things basically laid out. Like, I need you to tell me just plainly what everything is, don't you? I'm like that too. I'm like, I need to know all the things. Give me everything. So after the color white, there's just, it's just the color black. Not everything is black, okay? Let me reiterate that. It's just the color black. And then the color green again. But this one's more of a lime green. The other one is just regular green. This one's lime green. And then there's gold. Okay. I was like, I know there's one more right there. Then there's gold. I love that you're straight, like, to the point. Makes my job easier. All right, Miss Kathy Mazzell, you ready? Hello in Melbourne. So, Kathy, the first thing I saw with you is the white speedboat. And I'm looking at it out the window again. And then there is a huge white horse, or not white, brown horse, like a racehorse, a really tall, tall racehorse. He's just standing there. He's got a black mane. He's just standing there. So as I'm seeing him, it's funny. He takes a step, and when he steps, he leaves a horseshoe. The horseshoe is important. Then there's jelly beans. Now I want fucking jelly beans. And then there's a black rose. And it's funny, the thorns on this rose are like that. They're humongous. And then there's a necklace, and they're little bitty, about like little bitty tiny beads, but they're like silver pearls. It's interesting. Yeah, you see Chet? You see little bitch? I love, you guys on YouTube can't see it, but everybody's making fun of Chet flying across the screen. Yeah, see? He's an attention whore. You've been dreaming of horseshoes? Interesting. Interesting. Kathy said she's been dreaming of horseshoes and black roses. Interesting. Have you looked them up? Because it's obviously important. All right, Miss Chelsea Smart. Let's see if I can get through yours with Chet doing his fucking shit. Fucking Chet. Y'all can't tell me it's not funny. I mean, it's really funny. It's really funny. See, he just buzzed up to my ear. He says it's not funny. I think it's funny. It's gonna keep happening, Chet. Maybe you should go home. All right. It's funny. All right. Miss Chelsea Smart. Thank you, Ginger. And Kathy. Oh my God. That's funny. All right. All right. All right. Focus, bitch. Focus. Okay, Miss Chelsea. Man, I can't help it. So, Chelsea, the first thing I see with you is a white square. It's like starting over. And then there's a red heart that kind of goes right in the middle of the white square. And then there's a green pencil. And then there's a pink rose. And then there's a blue salamander. And then there's a blue elephant. But the blue is like metallic. It's a metal elephant. And it's little, but I feel like it's going to get like bigger, 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 bigger. Does that make sense? I have a feeling all of this is saying that you're on the right path, Chelsea. Thank you, Angel. Thank you, Liz. It's almost like you have a fresh slate and you're starting over. Am I right? All right, Brittany Budovich, you ready? Well, look up what those things mean, because I have a feeling it's something that you've been, it's almost like there's a puzzle piece missing. So, you did it. Oh, I'm so proud of you, girlie. I'm very proud of you. I'm proud of you. Some of you guys I get to know very well on TikTok or through private readings or whatever. And then you disappear on me for a little bit, and then you come back, tell me you did something amazing, and it makes me happy. So, all right, Miss Brittany Budovich, you ready? So, Brittany, the first thing I see with you is a crocodile. Just laying there. Not attacking or things, just laying there. And then I heard the word totem and I heard the word animal. So I'm curious if you've been seeing a lot, you've been noticing a lot of different animals, and I would bet probably dreaming about them. And I would also bet you're drawn to wooden ones lately. You're trying to find your totem. You're trying to find your spirit animal. Okay. So then there's a crow, then there's a snake, then there's a rat. All of these are wooden animals too. And then there's a butterfly. There's a bug, but I'm trying to figure out what kind of bug. It's almost, I'm just going to say a beetle. And then the color yellow. My chair squeaks. So when I like that, it was like, it sounded like somebody going, yep, 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 yep. I have the sleepy stupid. All right, Jeff, you ready? Jeffrey Dillard. Hopefully he didn't go to bed yet. But if so, I hope you had a good day at work, Jeff. And if you're still here, I hope you have a good day at work tomorrow. All right. So the first thing I see with you, Jeff, it was like this beautiful baby pink. And then it turned into a pink tuxedo. And what's funny is when I see you in the pink tuxedo, you're also barefoot. So what you would look up is like pink, tuxedo, barefoot. And then there's like fresh cut grass. Like I can almost smell it. You're turning on a whole new path, aren't you? You're putting yourself on a whole brand new path right now. But there's a, so up ahead are 3 big pieces of stone that you're going to step up on. and they look a lot higher than they really are. They're only like that, but they look like crazy high. They're only like that. So just literally keep moving forward. Don't stop. Because like I said, when these 3 stones come up, it's going to feel like you can't step up on there, but you can. They're like literally that big. They're like paper. And then at the top is a white gazebo. There's like 3 big stone steps, and at the top is a white gazebo. There's I'm going to say it's a lady, but I can't tell. It just has a very feminine energy. But there's a golden lady inside the gazebo. And I say gold like she literally looks ethereal. She literally looks ethereal. So she's who you're trying to reach. That energy is who you're trying to reach. Let me say it that way. That energy. Because I don't feel like she's a person. She just has this beautiful, ethereal, she's all gold. All of it. She's all gold. And she keeps sitting here in my vision, so let me go ahead and describe her to you. So she's very, very slender on the top, and she has pretty good sized hips. Not fat, but just like, you know, very hourglassy. But she's in a long gown. The gown flows out from the bottom and kind of comes up like this. Her long ass hair, beautiful, kind of wispy everywhere. Like she just has this amazing energy, and her arms are kind of like outstretched. They go like this. They come up and they're kind of outstretched. So, did you? Gotcha. Whoever she is who you're headed for right now, for her energy. So, I would definitely look up what those things mean. Pink, tux, the green grass, 3 stones, and then the white gazebo. Because she's who you're headed towards right now, this next step. Okay? And have a good day at work tomorrow. I remember you saying you had to work. So I was like, well, if he's still here, I'm going to tell him to have a good day at work. And if not, I hope you had a good day. So if you listen to this tomorrow, I hope you had a good day, Jeff. So there you go. On YouTube, you've got me saying both to you, just for you. All right, Miss Jen Keller. So Jen, with you, higher divine power, yeah. Jen, with you, I see an empty room, and it's kind of a grayish tan color. It's really pretty, so don't think I'm saying it's ugly. It's really pretty, and it's got white trim and a white thing around the middle of the room, you know, about 3 or 4 feet up, 3 feet up. But there is a light fixture in the middle of the room that's just got 2 huge white bulbs, white glass things on it. But the room is empty. The light's important. There's two bulbs on the light. But they're separated by a black bar. When they're apart, they light the room up. If they touch, they burn out. I just keep seeing this room. It's like I feel like there'd be all these things in it. But when I try to focus on the room, my eyes get brought back up to this light. So I have a feeling that this is you and somebody else. You keep trying to fill the room with things. You keep trying to fill the room with memories or whatever it is, but they keep getting pushed right back out the door. The light is important because you are one side and this other person is the other side. And you keep trying to make the lights touch, but the thing is they can't touch. As long as the bar is there, as long as the black bar is there and the 2 lights are apart, everything goes the way it's supposed to go. It's when one of you tries to push those lights together that it makes everything go out. It makes the lights go out. Literally makes the lights go out. So once you accept that the bar has to be there, and once you accept that it's okay to appreciate the other light from afar and vice versa, then the room will fill back up. But right now, the room is going to stay empty until you realize that the two of you, the lights can't touch. Okay? All right, Miss Amelia Jansen. So with you, the first thing I see is a crown. And then there's a cage. But what's funny is the crown was big, but the cage was little bitty like this. And for some reason, you think the cage is bigger than it really is. You could actually stomp on the cage and crush it right now. But you feel like the cage is humongous. But all I see is the cage is this big. And you could step on it, crush it, be done. And then I see like a stack of gold coins. And it's like as soon as I saw them stacked up, it's like they went and like kind of scattered everywhere in a little pile. You know how like some of the trailers for movies or whatever for some of the old casino movies, they would have, you know, them all stacked up and somebody put something on them and they go, that's kind of what I saw. And I see this beautiful wine goblet and it's empty. But it's never had anything in it. So all you got to do is pour the wine in it. Or whiskey, whichever one you want. And then I see grapes. And then I see an orange. There's one more thing, and it's like really cloudy right there, and I'm just waiting. Fucking Chet. Go home, Chet. I can't see the last thing. I'm going to say it's something white and round, but it's just shimmery to me there. So it's almost like until these other things happen, I can't see what this is. Does that make sense? Until these other things are taken care of, I can't see this. You can't see this. And it's like the prize, but you can't see the prize yet. Does that make sense? I know. Chet keeps getting in front of the fucking camera. Fucking Chet. I'm going to call his mom. I'm going to call his grandma. I'm going to call his mean aunt with the flip-flop and beat him in the head. Fucking Chet. You see how much better flies are when you give them names and then you cuss at them? I'm just saying what I'm saying. So, that is my whole list for the evening. That is my whole list for the evening. Thanks to Chet. It took a little while. Yeah, I'm going to call his mom. I'm going to call his mom. I'm going to call his grandma. I'm going to call his fucking crazy aunt that lives down the street that's been up for 4 days. Come and get him. See, there he went. There he went again. He actually went. Oh, there he is. I was going to say he actually went that way. Maybe he's going home. He's not. He's right there. He's a problem child. So let me end YouTube here. You guys on YouTube, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your evening. And I will see you